What up, y'all? It's your boy JKG Brandon. We are back playing some Raid. Before we get into this video, I want to say thank you for all the support. You guys are amazing. I know I have been away from Raid again. This time was due to the launch of Diablo 4. I do have a Diablo related channel, so I'll link that in the description below if you guys want to see stuff like that. But season 1 of Diablo 4 has kind of died down, so I'm back able to kind of come back and make some more raid videos on a regular basis. So we're going to go ahead and start out with Bommal solo level 90. I know Bommal is still tough for a lot of people. It's heavy resource driven one, whether you're building a full team or whether you're building for a solo champion to go ahead and do it. I personally like the solo version a little bit better just because it is much more gear intensive for one champion to do it. However, Bommal is still very gear intense for even if you're doing a full team. So instead of spreading all that out over multiple champions and having all these other champions dedicated to Bommal, you can have one champion ready to go and you don't have to worry about it. It is going to be a lot of gear to put on this one champion. There's 3 particular stats that are going to be the real key to making this work. However, you can make it work and you do have some wiggle room there. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and bring this up right now. Let me actually get the game off. I have some B-roll. It is a longer fight. So I went ahead and pushed us forward to the point where we're actually just going to go ahead and hit the boss here. So let me go ahead and hit play on this. We're in the middle of wave 2 and you can see this little guy right here. Samar Gemcursed is the guy that we're looking at. So basically what he's got is he's got this capability right there, diamond skin at the beginning of each turn. He's going to put a block damage on himself. That is a big time key. We're not actually looking for that particular block damage buff. However, we'll kind of go over this in just a second. He does have that ability right there. There is an active part of that passive that is the actual key to this. I have his skills locked out. I'm just going to hit play. But basically what we're going to try to do is the active portion of the block damage, we need to be off cooldown because it is a 4-turn cooldown on that part when these big side bombs blow up. We need to have the active portion of the passive available to use so we don't take this damage. So we'll kind of see it right here. And they're going to blow up. That one did some damage. This one's going to blow up. We get the diamond skin. We get that block damage. We're not taking the full brunt of both of those big bombs. So with that shown right there, this is just rinse and repeat. We're just spamming his A1 and I will go into detail why we're doing that. So let me go ahead and bring the raid screen down over here. We'll kind of see the Bommal stuff here behind us, but we'll bring up Samar Gemcursed first and foremost. Stat wise, we are going to be, I'll go over the 3 main stats. Again, there's 3 main stats that we're looking for: HP, speed, and resistance. Those are the 3 keys. Resistance isn't the craziest of those 3. However, speed and HP are going to be very important to this. So HP, we'll call it 95k, but the sweet spot for this is 90 to 100,000 HP because we are going to need to heal up every time we take a turn. We'll get into that when we get into the gear. Attack and defense are great. If you can get more attack, that's going to make this go a little bit faster. Defense is going to make it a little bit tankier. Speed wise, this is the other massive key. There's a sweet spot between about 200 and I would say 248 to 255. It is some wiggle room. I was right around 245 speed because I was moving gear around here and there, working on different showcases for you guys in the past, and it was not working whatsoever. I ran like 20 runs in a row and did not clear a single one. Not a big deal to not be 100% with Bommal because we are not actually farming for the gear specifically with Bommal. we're going to be farming for Dark Fae for that lethal gear. So we just have to clear Bommal level 90 one time, and then we can go back to farming Dark Fae. So that is a real blessing for this as well. You don't have to really be like, oh my God, it has to be 100%. This can have some wiggle room with that as well. Resistance wise, mine is, we'll call it 200 resistance. I would say 250 to 300 is going to be the best place for that. But you can see I'm at 213. We're doing just fine. As far as crit rate, crit damage, and attack, those are just going to make it go a little bit faster just because you're going to do a little bit more damage on those turns. Gear wise, we are running a 4-piece regeneration set, so we can heal 15% with every turn. And then we are going to get a 15% HP boost from Immortal set and a 3% heal additional on top of that. So we're healing 18% of our HP with every turn, which is massive, because if we are at 100,000 HP, we're going to get a massive 18,000 HP heal from that. As far as masteries go, the masteries are pretty simple. On the offensive tree, we are going to go through and just take Life Drinker and War Master. That's everything else can be kind of negotiable. And then on the support tree, we're really only worried about Steadfast for the additional HP and Spirit Haste to get the additional speed, because we want everybody to die once we get to the boss, and then we can go through there. Skill wise, again, I have his skills locked out for the autoing of this, because we just want that 15% heal based on the damage that he does on his A1 when he's under 50%. So we're going to get that 18% heal, plus we're getting 15% of the damage he does. We are going to get an additional 5% from that Life Drinker. So we're getting some really good heals off of that A1 damage when he's under 50%. When he's over 50%, we're going to get an additional turn meter boost. So we are going to get 15% turn meter boost when he's over 50% HP, which is going to be massive. And then the other portion of this is his Diamond Skin passive. We've already seen the block damage buff going out at the start of each round. However, the active effect on a 4-turn cooldown blocks incoming damage and places block damage buff on this champion for 1 turn when they receive a hit that would drop them below 30% HP. We're going to take this off of the screen now, and we're just going to kind of look at this. I'll go ahead and make myself a little bit smaller as well, so we can kind of see these 2 bombs right here. So we're not really worried about when the bombs actually get placed. We're looking at their turn meter. We want to have that 4-turn cooldown. We want to take 4 turns between them being placed and between them going off. So they're going to be ready to go off any second now. That one goes off, we take a big hit. The second one comes in, it would have taken us under 30% HP, but we got that block damage in right in time. You can see we healed up over 50%. We're getting that turn meter boost now. So here we're just cruising along. We're getting that turn meter boost. If we were manualing this, then we would be wanting to use our A2 here, here and there. Come in like on this first turn right after those bombs go off. Go ahead and use that A2, and we can really go. The A3 can strip some random buffs from the target. However, his attack up is protected, so there's no point in even trying to do that. The A2 hits much harder than the A3 on this, so if you are manualing this, go ahead and use that A2 as you wish. However, if you're going to do this on auto, I definitely do recommend using the strategy. I'll go ahead and bring up the actual team strategy, so you can kind of pause and see the visual of it as we go through. But yeah, this is the team that I've been using for over a year with Bommal level 90. It's been rock solid for me. Again, we're not really farming Bommal for the gear itself. So like even on the days where, you know, Bommal is the highest level, clear your Bommal, go back down and farm Dark Fae so you can get your lethal gear. The lethal gear is just better at this point, in my opinion. And yeah, you can really cruise to a good showing. And then once you have a Dark Fae team for farming for level 120, it really makes your Doom Tower hard on the Dark Fae rotation with Bommal. Dark Fae and Bommal really easy once you have these 2 down. So you can definitely really see the joy, if you will, to actually just put in a lot of effort, a lot of time and effort into one champion when you're running this solo, as opposed to spreading that out over a bunch of different champions. I know some of the teams run like Master Butcher and Vogoth and Vrask, and then you have one damage dealer in there on top of it, and it's really tough to really get all of those champions up to a level where you only need one champion to a good level on this particular setup. So this is really the easiest way, if you have this champion, to go about this, in my opinion. And you can see right here, he's over 2 million on everything for that. Let's go ahead and take a look back at our raid screen. Let me go ahead and make that bigger, and we'll come over into the actual Doom Tower. I'll show you guys the actual team setup. This particular team was just, I was kind of testing around with this one. It doesn't work. I need to kind of run a lot more testing to actually make the team work. However, the only thing we're really worried about is Samar Gem Cursed in here. Samar Gem Cursed is the one and only thing that we're looking at. So rounds 1 and 2 don't have to do a darn thing to him. Round 3, you can see I open up with Boon Subversion just because I want to do that. I actually, if I really want to be a little bit more effective, I would actually open up with Emerald Curse because it does hit harder. Go ahead and use Emerald Curse and then come back in. From there, it's just 100% A1 on round 3 until it's dead. And if we kind of come back over here, let's take a look. This took, what did this take? 9 minutes 11 seconds. This took about a minute to get to the boss, so you're looking at about an 8-minute fight. So this is something where go ahead and set it up, let it run, go make a sandwich, go have dinner, go chat with the family, whatever you're gonna do, go do what you want to do, come back, and it's gonna be easy peasy lemon squeezy. You are done, you're on, you're farming your Dark Fae for the rest of your keys, and you're good to go. Let me know if you guys want to see more things like this. If you want to see my Dark Fae team, I can definitely go ahead and show that for you guys on level 120. If you want to see a particular champion, I do like to do the hidden gem champions. So if you guys have one in mind, go ahead and let me know in the comments below what you want to see, and I will try to make that happen for you guys. And I will see you in the next video. I love you guys. Peace.